Shivani there getting us all the details from the Indian Air Base, and for now we are also picking up more information. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is chairing a meeting on Afghanistan. Remember, we understand that he's monitoring the situation very closely, and Abhishek Kapoor, Senior Executive Editor, with me on the phone line. Abhishek, will you be able to share more details on this meeting?
Well, Suresha, Prime Minister is taking minute-to-minute updates so far as the situation in Afghanistan is concerned. It has both security, immediate security, and larger geopolitical implications. But then the latest we are hearing is that Prime Minister is chairing a meeting of a Cabinet Committee on Security, which includes, apart from him, the Defense Minister, the Home Minister, the External Affairs Minister, and the Finance Minister. And they are being briefed by National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. I think the Minister of External Affairs, I believe, would be joining virtually, given the fact that he's in the United States or to participate in the United Nations Security Council meetings as India being the head of the UNSC this month. But what is important is that India is keeping close tabs on the emerging Afghan situation, and right from the top, the Prime Minister is being made aware of all the developments minute to minute, and this Cabinet Committee on Security is about the larger implications and some kind of crystal ball gazing as to where India stands and where things might head to if this is the way things really pan out. Afghanistan is going to have a government as of today. There is no government in Afghanistan. Talks are going on between Taliban and the remnants of the earlier Kabul government. And once a government comes up, India will have to take a call whether to recognize the government or not. We don't know as yet whether it would be 100% Taliban government or a government with other elements incorporated to make it more inclusivist. And then if other countries start recognizing the Taliban government or a government with Taliban element in it, what position India would take, what are the options available to India. We are told that India would stand with the democratic lot in terms of recognizing a government that takes shape in Afghanistan, in Kabul. But then all these options to be discussed, and that's why Prime Minister taking a Cabinet Committee on Security meeting. Remember, typically it happens Wednesday morning, but then it's by convention. Otherwise, a CCS can be called anytime that the situation demands. For example, in the United States, you have a situation room where the president can call a security meeting as and when needed. Similarly, the Cabinet Committee on Security can be called, and Prime Minister there chairing very important meeting on Afghanistan. Suresha.
All right, Abhishek, we're also putting out details of who all are a part of that meeting. If you could also elaborate on that. And then again, we understand while multiple decisions need to be taken and an overview is being given to the Prime Minister, the focus right now is on bringing as many Indians back to Afghanistan as is possible. And just a short while ago, we also put out details of how a possibility that charter planes could be hired is also being considered. So I believe all of that being discussed in this meeting. Abhishek.
Well, absolutely. In fact, we are told by sources that anything between 1,500 to 2,000 Indians could still be there in various parts of Afghanistan. And there are requests from at least 1,650, Suresha, of asking them to be evacuated. So the flights have to be arranged. Typically, if a flight takes about 1,500 to 200, 150 to 200 passengers, then you're looking at 8-10 flights, logistics, when the airport would be available. Kabul is the only airport functioning as of now in Afghanistan, and these people would have to travel from Herat, Jalalabad, and Mazar-e-Sharif, and wherever they have been working on projects, and they have to come back to Kabul, taken care of, and then taken to Kabul International Airport and the flight. And there is massive traffic, air traffic, in terms of evacuations of other nations also happening. So whether we can send our flights or we can charter flights, say, from Qatar Airways and get Indians evacuated from the troubled region as of now. So I think all those options being discussed, there are so many other aspects of this entire crisis, evacuations being just one of them. All those to be discussed, and Prime Minister being made abreast by National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and, of course, the other ministers present there.
Very true. So important security decisions that need to be made in this meeting, and which is why Defence Minister, Home Minister, AM and NSA also present in that meeting with the Prime Minister. Abhishek, thank you for getting us those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more.